What happens when ambition outweighs reality? This is a story of how a $34 billion promise dissolved into smoke, proving that not everything that glitters is gold, especially in the volatile stock market. This is the story of Nikola, the company that vowed to revolutionize transportation, to become the next Tesla, but was ultimately built on a foundation of lies. And at the center of it all, its founder, Trevor Milton. Milton wasn't a quiet engineer like Elon Musk. He was a salesman, a visionary, charismatic, and, as we would discover, dangerously persuasive. His vision was bold: electric semi-trucks and, more importantly, hydrogen-powered vehicles. Clean technology was a buzzword, and hydrogen was a frontier, the perfect solution for long-haul distances. And the market bought it. In 2020, Nikola went public. At its peak, the company was valued at an astonishing $34 billion. That was more than the Ford Motor Company, a manufacturer with a century of history, real profits, and millions of cars sold. Nikola, on the other hand, had not sold a single truck. This was the height of the promise economy. Investors were betting on what Nikola could become, not what it was. But the foundation of this house of cards was about to crumble because of a single video and a hill. By 2017, Trevor Milton knew he needed proof of concept, something visually stunning to maintain investor faith. The result was a promotional video for their first prototype, the Nikola One, a sleek, futuristic semi-truck. The promotional video was epic. The truck was shown smoothly gliding down a deserted highway. The company claimed the truck was in motion, using Nikola's own technology. It looked like the future of trucking had arrived. However, there was an embarrassing secret. The truck, in fact, did not work. Documents and investigations later revealed that it faked emotion. Nikola had towed the prototype to the top of a gentle hill near Salt Lake City, Utah. They positioned it, released the brakes, and let the truck coast down the slope in neutral gear. The video was carefully filmed from angles that hid the truck's lack of functionality. The narration, which spoke of technology in motion, was a direct lie. A prototype that promised to be the next Tesla was actually just a multi-billion-dollar paperweight, rolling downhill. But this was just the first layer of deception. In September 2020, the story changed drastically. A small, aggressive investment research firm, Hindenburg Research, published a devastating 67-page report. The title left no doubt: How to Partner with the Hydrogen Hoax. Hindenburg Research branded Nikola an ocean of lies, alleging that Trevor Milton had built the entire company around half-truths and outright fraud. The report exposed a coast-down trick of a Nikola One truck and detailed a list of other shocking claims. First, the company had claimed to have developed its own revolutionary battery technology, when in fact, the technology was simply purchased from a third party and rebranded. Second, the hydrogen technology, Nikola's main selling point, was years behind the promises. The market reacted with immediate panic. The stock, which had risen to astronomical heights, went into a nosedive. General Motors, which had just announced a multi-billion-dollar partnership with Nikola, quickly backed away. Trevor Milton tried to deny everything, tweeting furiously and claiming Hindenburg was just a short seller trying to manipulate the market for profit. But the damage was done. Confidence evaporated and market value vanished in a matter of days. The ensuing investigation revealed even more lies. Trevor Milton had asserted that Nikola was building a nationwide network of hydrogen fueling stations that would soon be ready for use. Investors banked on this, but upon closer inspection, the station shown was often just a single pipe. The hydrogen production technology displayed in videos was either third-party equipment or mere simulation. In essence, Milton was selling the dream of a future he had neither the technology nor the capacity to build. He was seducing investors with visual prototypes and rhetoric, but the actual product was non-existent. The U.S. Federal Prosecutor's Office and Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) wasted no time. In 2021, Trevor Milton was formally indicted. The charges were serious: securities fraud and wire fraud. The prosecution alleged that Milton used Twitter and media appearances to deceive everyday investors, inflating the stock price for his own benefit. The verdict arrived in 2023. Trevor Milton, the visionary who promised the next Tesla, was convicted on multiple counts of fraud. His prison sentence marks the final chapter of a saga that exposed the fragility of trust in the disruptive startup economy. The Nikola story is a $34 billion lesson for marketing. That human greed and hype can build financial empires overnight, but reality always comes rolling downhill in the end. Nikola survived as a company, but without Milton. His legacy, however, is a warning about the necessity of deep investigation before investing. Who is next to fall for the temptation to build a financial empire on lies? If you want to unravel the secrets of the Ledger leak and understand the mechanisms behind the biggest financial cons, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. And comment below, what's the biggest corporate fraud in history in your opinion?